Hi, I'm Sharon Bell with the Baynet, and it's election season 2018. With me today is Ted Belleavoine. He is running for St. Mary's County Sheriff. In regards to traffic, do you think we should have speed cameras?
I think if you're abiding by the law and you're doing the speed limit, or you don't run that red light camera or red light, you're helping save lives. We simply conform and abide by what the law is. Topography and the design of the roadway is what determines what's safe. And the reason you have a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit right here on Great Mills Road is because of all the cross traffic.
Right.
There is no...
So you're saying you're for speed cameras?
I like what Calvert County has done, and I like how they've brought it out first, and they have speed cameras in all of their school districts.
So that, yeah, they have them in the school districts and they rotate them around, and they notify the public ahead of time that where the cameras are going to be.
And I like that idea. I like that idea because when you talk about school zones, that's where our children are. And
right.
The unexpected can happen. Whether they're 8, 10, 15, or 17, they may find themselves in a roadway at any given reason, and you need to be at the speed limit, not 5 or 10 or 15
right.
or 20 miles an hour over. So.
Okay. Still not sure whether you're for them or not, but you think we should go something like Charles County?
I do.
Okay.
And well, okay, so to answer this, yes. Am I for speed cameras? Absolutely. Am I for red light cameras? Absolutely. I remember years back, we tried to set up multiple events on 235 and Route 4. We were having complaints of red light and speeding. I had a team of 15 officers. I put them out there. The amount of manpower it took to try and stop that large mass of vehicles safely without them hitting one another, okay, it became very clear it was too dangerous to try that type of selective enforcement. Where the camera saves us is we don't put anybody in jeopardy.
Opioids, that seems to be, I guess, one of the biggest threats in our society. Now marijuana is legal for medical purposes. Do you think, has that helped, or?
Cannabis, medical cannabis is legal for like 3% of the or 0.3% of the population. I think I was at a seminar where it was, I think it encompasses 40,000 individuals across the state. That's not marijuana. And if you're going to say,
That's not marijuana? What is it?
No. That's not the argument or discussion right now is legalizing marijuana. Whatever the legislature decides to do, I enforce the laws.
Right, but do you think that's helping the police force, or?
What do you mean?
Well, it's always been marijuana is a gateway drug, so now it's like, okay, well, marijuana is a medical drug, so if it's a gateway, okay.
Medical cannabis.
Let's say it's medical cannabis. So medical cannabis, which I believe is marijuana.
Derivative of.
It's marijuana.
Okay.
So if it's a gateway drug, to me, if, let's say you decided, your doctor decided you needed marijuana, so you go get medical marijuana. If it's a gateway drug, wouldn't that like lead you into other drugs?
I could see where that would take place.
You think so?
You're under a doctor's care. I don't think you're going to go from your medical care into using or trying to find the illicit.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, is marijuana really a gateway drug? I guess really, and if it is a gateway drug, whether you're smoking it legal or illegal, if it's a gateway, you're gonna.
Under doctor's care, I think you're seeing that individual on a regular basis, and that's where the controls come in to ensure that you're being safe and that you're not.
Isn't that exactly what they said about opioids, though? I mean, you could say the same thing on opioids.
Absolutely.
So are we trading off? That's the other thing. And if, are we trading one for the other? And the other thing, like if marijuana is now legal for medical purposes, what about all the people who are in prison for marijuana? I'm not talking about distribution or anything like that, a dealer. I'm talking about people who have smoked marijuana in the state prisons. Should they be there?
That's not a question for me. I don't think.
Well, should we be putting people there? Should we be wasting our resources going after people who are smoking marijuana versus going after, let's say, like fentanyl people?
Well, and I think what you'll see across the nation is our detention facilities are focusing on predators and people who are in the intent to distribute and harming our community members, not so much simply personal use.
Right, that's what I mean.
They're the
especially
ones that are being rehabilitated and moved into, you know, a work release program or a home detention program or something that gets them out of the facility, because it costs a lot of money to house.
I'm sure it
individuals,
does.
There. But I agree completely with you. The legislator decides what they're going to do with marijuana. My opinion, I believe it is a great gateway drug.
But there are going to be things that could impact the police force based on their decisions. It can directly affect the police force.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you'd like to tell our viewers?
A large passion of mine, and I moved into it in law enforcement. I came into law enforcement just wanting to help, to serve and protect my community. Even after retiring in 2015, I still have people who, you know, Facebook message me, email me, telephone me, and they ask me for help or guidance, and I'm more than happy to do that. I believe through and through that I am law enforcement for life, and I am your public servant.
This is Ted Belleavoine, running for St. Mary's County Sheriff's Department. If you have any questions, you can email elections@thebaynet.com. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to get out and vote.